Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is episode 2 in video game design and development. So I'm going to be making an anime virtual world, basically just for myself. I'm not going to be releasing this, so there may be some copyrighted stuff, but as long as I don't release the game, I'm just using it for myself on my own personal computer. Shouldn't be any trouble. So this is a poster that I made in the past. As you can tell, it's pretty good. So in my anime virtual world, I'm going to want posters for just decorating like rooms or people's houses if I do release the game and stuff. Just posters that people can earn or buy in game and decorate their house with. So this is just one poster. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's simple. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polys. So yeah, I'll be teaching you guys how to make posters today. So first thing you're going to want to do is download the image that you want. So if I go anime poster and I just search like Clonad or and I go image, it's going to pop up a whole bunch of posters. So you got to find which one you want. I don't really like that in the background, but here's the one that I believe that was just shown. So you're just going to right click, save image as. Doesn't matter what you save it as long as you know where you save it. Second, what you're going to do is you're going to open up 3D Studio Max. So this is a 3D Studio Max here. Alright, so this is the modeling program that we will be using, the Autodesk 3D Studio Max 2014. So for those that are just beginning to use this program for the first time, there's actually a lot to, like, it's going to take you guys a while to learn this. I'm going to be just going through making stuff, and as I do, I'll explain what I'm all doing so that you all know what's where. So first thing you guys should know is you got your all your, like, you won't be able to move around. Like if you right click, you're not going to be able to turn or anything like that. If you left click, you're going to just be doing that. This is how you move around here. It's like you got your orbital. They've actually changed the names quite a bit. Yeah, well, orbit. Well, still basically you got your zoom. You got your hand to move up and down, left, right, and then you can actually zoom in all of them at once. Zoom extends. I don't really use too many of these. I just use the orbit, the hand, the zoom, and zoom all. Basically, is all I really need to use. And so yeah, so you got your grid here. You can create box, sphere, cylinders, torus, teapots, planes, and all these different things here. For me, for my video game, I'm actually, for the posters, I'm actually just going to create a box. You can create a plane and it'll just be flat, but then for some stuff that I actually want to do for scripting wise, just because of how thin it is going to be, it may cause some trouble later on, so I'm actually going to use a box. It'll add a few more polys, 4 more, but you'll be fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to left click, you're going to space it out. It doesn't matter how spaced out it is, and then you're going to raise it. So here's how many segments. Segments are how many blocks on each face there is going to be. So if you put like 1 segment for length, so for your length it's going to just be 1, but if you put 2, then there's going to be 2. Just, you may have to mess around with it. So you can actually position it or make the length how basically how many, just what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but so 1, let's go 20, so that's going to be that, and height. And you do have your axis here, Z, Y, for you to be able to tell a bit easier. and let's go 30. So there you go. Now it's a bit wide. If you want, you can actually go like .1 and try that, and there you go. And if you do want it a bit thinner, you can actually zoom out. And if you do have a scroller on your mouse, you can actually scroll in and out. So as you can see, I'm going down here, I'm just grabbing there, or you can actually make short keys for different things instead of going down, but because I haven't done this in a while and I don't want to figure out the short keys at the moment, I just want to kind of jump in. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, if you do want it a bit thinner, all you need to do is click on it, go to convert to, and convert to editable poly, and you can actually just scale, and then you can just grab and push in from whichever side or rescale, because once you let go, it's going to be difficult to size. So you do got the scale tool. If you go in the center here, it'll scale everything. But I'm going to click on here for faces, polygon. I'm actually going to select everything. And as you, if you go check both sides, everything should be red, and that means it's selected. So from there, I'm going to next add the textures. So we're going to need a white background for the poster because we don't want it to be non-textured. So I'm going to actually just open up Paint. Go to Paint. So I've opened up Paint, just making sure it's recording here. So here's white background. I'm just gonna, for the heck of it, I'm just gonna rescale it to pixels. Let's go 250 by 250. So I'm just gonna save this and hop back in. Alright, so I saved it as backup poster, and I actually made a folder in my game object folder. I just made a game object folder for this, so I have a place to put everything. And so I create a poster folder in that game object folder, and I'll be making some posters. So yeah, I just put it as backup poster, and that's the white there. So next, I'm going to actually open up the folder, and so that everything's organized, I'm actually going to drag the next image. So I'm going to go to downloads here, and let's make this our next poster here. Maybe should I do that one, or should I do bleach? Yeah, let's do bleach. So I'm just going to drag and drop that in there so everything's organized and in the same folder. So I'm going to open up the 3D Studio Max again, and if you go to this material editor up at the top here, click on it. Now there's two different modes. You might be on the state material mode when you first enter, which is this mode. You actually want to click modes and go to compact material editor, and from there you just want to drag and drop this one on there, so it'll cover everything. All your sides should be selected. And what you do is you just open up your folder, and you're going to put the white in here, but for some reason it's not going in. This must be the new version. I'm used to 10, by the way, so I'm actually just going to go to maps. Down here I'm going to go to the views, which is going to be a bit different. I'm going to hit bitmap. I'm going to go to desktop, game objects. I'm going to go to the folder where I put the back of the map, which is here. I'm going to open it, and now it's white, so it should be all white in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select, and as you can see it went white instead of green. I'm just going to select one side now. I'm actually just going to go to the select tool here just so I don't resize anything on accident. So only one side, it's only the front side that I've selected is that color, red. I'm actually going to go here. I'm just going to go to the maps. I'm going to go to fuse. I'm going to go to bitmap again. And I'm going to select this one. I'm going to go here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign material to selection. Click on show shaded material in viewport, and so now it will show up in your viewport. Yeah, so there you go, you got your first poster made. Very easy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of different posters, and if you do see, like, this is pretty big here, so I'm actually going to select everything. I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to scale, and I'm just going to push it in so that it's thin like paper. And there you go, it's thin like paper. And yeah, so now what to do to save this? I'm actually going to actually should show you guys that. What you're going to do is you're going to go File. Actually, no, sorry, you're going to click on this icon up here. You're going to Export. Go to Export up here. You're going to go to where you want to export to. So I'm going to go to the Poster 2 folder. And I'm going to export as an FBX. And what an FBX is, basically it's just a game ready object to be just dragged and dropped into the scene. You don't have to import the textures, import the game object. It's all packed, ready to go. Sorry. So I'm going to save as poster 2 and save. And then you're going to hit OK. Nothing needs to be messed with. I'm actually going to show you what this looks like in game here before I go, just to give you guys somewhat of an idea. I'll show you how to put it in after. So I'm going to make a few more posters here, and then I will probably do like DVDs, books, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys once I put this in and show you guys. So be right back. Alright, so I just threw the poster here in game. This is just a little test level that I threw together to show you guys this poster, so don't mind the character or the level. This is the poster we just created. And yeah, I'll see the back's white there, the front's there, and that's all that it takes to go into making simple posters, flyers, stuff like that. If you're gonna do flyers, if you're doing like a resistance type game or something, Viva la Resistance, put that, or Anonymous, or if you're doing something like a Red Faction, you have posters on the wall. What can you do for your country, or what can you do for your planet, or yada yada. Stuff like that. Just posters, flyers, anything like that. Good to go. So yeah, that's something simple. Now you guys kind of got the gist of it. So I'm gonna go create a whole bunch more posters, and then next episode I guess we'll start with something more squarey, something a bit more harder to texture, maybe some DVDs, some books, magazines maybe. So see you guys in a bit.